Hi, my Leos. Welcome to your November monthly zodiac sign reading. I'm Christine. Welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome and thank you for being here. How this works, we are going to be using Oracle and Tarot. Always practice discernment, use your intuition, and if it doesn't resonate, leave it, because I am tapping into the collective. So there are a lot of different Leos. We are going to tap in and see what the month of November has in store for you. In store for you, and see what the universe wants you to know at this time. How have you guys been doing during this eclipse season? I sense a little bit of fatigue with your energy. Almost like you're almost ready for the year to be over. Wow. I don't know what it is with the fire signs. No other zodiac sign, or groups I should say, earth, air, water, have gotten more than one of these oracle, and you guys have gotten 4. So there are messages here. At the bottom we have inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. This is about tapping into your 5th house energy, your heart chakra right now, and really listening to it and asking yourself what it is that you need to hear. Holy shit. There's some type of elevation happening just by looking at these cards. We're gonna start. Pleiades. Some of you are connected to the Pleiadians. Starseed, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. I feel, wow, this is about throat. Some of you are communicators, strong communicators are being activated. Some of you may have been seeing visions or like glimpses of like blue to signify this. I feel like there is like an emotional resurgence. Perhaps some of you are getting in touch with your emotions, your vulnerable side, your more intimate side, and it could be a little bit scary because there's some fear here. Again, at the bottom, it's about tuning into your heart. So this is like your soul calling you. It's time. Some of you are going through an awakening at this time. It could be your first, which is why you're here, or it could be subsequent ones as you are ascending. This is really powerful. I have been getting a lot of Pleiadian energy. They're one of the star seeds I connect to as well. So you all are here for, some people have one mission, others have several to channel. So some of you may be opening up to gifts too. I keep getting throat chakra. So some of you, maybe, again, channelers, where you just communicate, you receive information from them, downloads. It could be directly with the Pleiades or with other higher dimensional beings, but as also, why I'm having trouble speaking with you all. I feel like this need to speak really fast. And I don't really speak really fast because it's almost like I trip over my words. Ooh. I feel like you are going to start communicating with your ancestors too from this other realm. We'll just say those that have left the earth. Even though, yes, earth. We have birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Just pay attention to the figures as we go through your cards. You guys are connecting very much at this moment, or will be in November, to other higher galactic interdimensional beings. Perhaps you may have become fascinated with stars lately, astrology, celestial bodies, and maybe eclipse, knowing what's around you, being around the stars. This is like a call. I feel like, again, some of you, you are being, I get like started, but it's almost like I want to say activated, but it's almost like you are going to commence something new at this time. Perhaps a creative endeavor, a new project, perhaps a new career. You're shifting, a change. There's a change in your path here, in what you do, what brings fulfillment. And I feel like it has a lot to do with this awakening that many of you are undergoing. It's almost like you put your hands up and you're receiving downloads, and that in itself is going to transform you. Some of you right now, your sacral chakra is very active, churning up ideas, which is interesting because you all rule 5th house energy, right? Which is about creativity, creative expression, entrepreneurship, love, dating, romance. It's the sacral chakra, but it's ruled by the sun too, your house, but this is a lot of sacral chakra energy. We got pillars of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Strong confirmation. Again, you're going through some type of up-leveling with your consciousness, some type of awakening. You see the figures here? They're all floating upwards. The first card about the Pleiades. The second one, this person has their arms raised up as if they're about to lift off. Literally, I want to say like, get ready, 1, 2, 3, lift off, power off. And this person too. Are those wings? No, this looks like an... I don't know if it's a reflection of Earth or some type of light. But again, there's another mention here about channeling and here oracle. Some of you are going to be coming into gifts very quickly, very soon. Some of you identify as sensitive, starseeds, especially light workers. But I'm getting, you guys will be opening up to new psychic gifts. I don't know why I feel like I need to talk fast here. You're opening up to new psychic gifts. And for some, it's going to, it may be a little bit disquieting. Because you may be like, wow, everything seems more acutely refined, more aware. And so those are your senses becoming more attuned to these new gifts that are being integrated within you. We have here the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Some of you are resisting this or will be resisting this change. I feel like you're being called. This is, again, I'm getting strong first timers or those that are new to their spiritual journey. Some of you are going through an upgrade right now, an ascension. I like to say spiritual upgrade. It's essentially growth. Think about like video games. I always use that as a reference. You just go to a new level and you keep learning and growing. Wow, this is a lot of internal change and transformation. On the outside, people may think you look good, hunky-dory, everything's good to go, but on the inside, it's almost like you're transforming or will be at such a rapid pace. You're like, what the F? Everything seems fine. Nothing has changed outside of you. It's internal. And so that's going to automatically change the way you see the world. Your gifts are being activated right now because we had a whole shitload of people activate, or excuse me, not activate, awaken recently. And I feel like you're being prepared to also assist. If you are watching this, your time has come because many of you are being called by your Pleiadian family. If you connect strongly to them, some of you may have had other starseed lives, past lives too. It's easy, it's not easy, it's common to have multiple starseed origins. Some of you may be going through a time right now where you feel isolated or not understood, alone, even if you have a lot of people around you. You may be surrounded by people. Maybe some of them, you call them your best friends. It could be a partner, romantic, or family, and you don't feel connected, and you're trying to figure out why. I feel like you're about to go on a path of rediscovery, reconnection with yourself, especially with all these light upgrades, DNA activations, downloads from these getting strong, higher interdimensional beings, galactic beings, but also from your ancestors. I feel like they work in tandem. Some of you, again, may be wondering like, oh my God, I didn't ask for this. Prior to incarnating, we all created our own soul blueprint, right? Or what we are here to do, what we wanted to do in this incarnation. So some of you may be coming into recollections, glimpses, memories, almost like floating puzzle pieces or pictures in your head, like photos, and you're catching remembrances. You may be experiencing a deja vu and recollections. You're like, wait, this seems familiar. You may have had a sudden interest in, again, celestial beings, UFOs, spaceships. You may be having dreams. I feel like for many of you, they're real. They're coming to remind you and to support you, to guide you. And if there's any fears about it, some of you have fears about opening up to your gifts because of what you're doing now. It's very different. And so there's a semblance here about being seen as well. This was similar, a little bit similar to Aries. A lot about being seen and not stepping into their true authentic path was raised as well. So if you have any major Aries placements, you may benefit from the reading. Damn, these readings have been so deep for November. We're going to take a look and see what else. What other messages does the universe have for my Leos, please? Oh, excuse me. What else does the universe want my Leos to know, please, for November? Thank you. Okay, I got 2 cards. Okay, we got Aries. As I said that, look at that. Some of you may have Aries placements in your chart. Fire starter. This is your fire sign sibling. Active, self-starting, daring, fierce, assertive, fury, or fiery, exhilarating, innocent, on a mission, bossy, driving, sparky, courageous, selfish, macho, impulsive, argumentative, competitive. I'll just say Aries energy, they're not just a cardinal sign with the need to start. They initiate the astrological year and cycle, but they also are fire starters, just like this card says. They initiate things fast. Many Aries that I know with that energy, especially I would say in Mars placements, but Sun, Moon, Rising, and any other placement you feel guided to look at, they initiate things with almost like no looking back. And I speak from just my son, who is an Aries sun, who ever since he was little, he was the type of child that would go forge ahead and he never looked back. It was a type of bravery I've never seen, because I was the type of kid that would look back and cry and be like, no, where are you going? So I get this energy here that you may, again, some of you have a lot of Aries placements in your natal chart, or you may be embodying this energy and being called to follow your path and be unique to you. Because Aries, many of them don't give a flying fuck about what other people think about them. They are very attuned to themselves. Many of them stick to and think about their goals, and they keep going forward. And if they make a mistake, they learn and they pick back up and keep going. So I feel like you're being called to embrace who you are, your individuality, your uniqueness too. We have 9th house, seeking, foreign travel, adventure, higher education, customs, faith, beliefs, pilgrimages, spiritual quests, aspirations, journalism, religion, gurus, and risk-taking. Wow, and this is the house that rules over Sagittarius, so there's a lot of fire energy here. Some of you may have your 9th house in Aries, or may have major Aries placements in the 9th house. You may have Sag too, even though we don't have the card here, that zodiac sign. But again, there's a sense of traveling. Some of you may be traveling interdimensionally, or may feel called to travel to other places to connect with other like-minded souls, because we see some here. But I feel like this is more of an activation, because I sense here many of you are going to be, it doesn't mean if you have families now or partners or friendships that you're going to be like, see you later to them. No, but I feel like many of you may take it a notch back and be introspective and really connect and integrate what it is that you are experiencing, learning. I feel like you would benefit from writing, perhaps talking with someone. It could be a coach, a therapist, even a trusted friend about some of this to help you grapple with what's going on. A lot of roses too. Again, this could be literally, I'm hearing what it is that you're experiencing. It could be foreign territory for you. I mean, 9th house, 8th house too, 12th house, very spiritual houses too. This is about spirituality, especially when it comes to your belief systems, your overall philosophy of life. So some of you are completely changing or rehauling your spiritual beliefs, or you're awakening to them and becoming more attuned to what it is that you're receiving and experiencing. A lot of pink here. I'll just say these cards are already pink, right? But we have a lot of pink here, which speaks to me of the heart chakra, which is the only chakra that has 2 denoted colors, pink and green. A lot of pink here. Focus on your heart here. Your heart may be, you may be getting like pulses, feel sensations like it's being opened, like you're feeling more. Essentially, like vulnerable. You're feeling, you're becoming more emotionally sensitive. You may actually want to dig deeper, be more intimate with other people. I'm not talking about sex or physical intimacy, although that's an aspect of intimacy. I'm talking Scorpio, 8th house intimacy. I mean, they rule over sex too, but I'm talking about really connecting with someone on a deep level. Not like, hey, how's the weather? No, like, hey, what do you believe about this? What do you think about, you know, the meaning of life? What does that mean to you? What are your fears? What gets you going in life? What excites you? Like going beyond, going beneath the surface. There's something about your heart that I'm feeling that's moving. I feel like it has to do a lot with what is happening to you in terms of, I feel like that is highlighting a lot what is happening to you in terms of this upgrade, this this spiritual upgrade. I don't know why I said social. I know you all are social, so a very social sign. What other messages, please, does the universe have for my Aries? What other messages does the universe have for my Aries? I'm calling you guys Aries. For my Leos, please. Some of you may have major Aries placements, or you may be Aries sun. Your personal planets may be in Aries, and you're coming here to see Leo. Crosswatcher? I don't know why I got that in my head, or you have another placement in Leo. So for those, I feel the need to say this, that are not familiar, I tend to do more soul-related, soul evolutionary type of readings about your soul journey, your path. If love comes in, it comes in. If money, we talk about it all, but we got rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. You got kind of like a rainbow. This reminds me of mixing oil with water. Blessings, if you're seeing a lot of rainbows, they're also about the connection with the spiritual and physical world. By stepping into this new path and allowing things, especially connecting to your heart. So there's a need here in your spiritual growth. This is, I feel, this path that's coming forward. Again, it's about your heart, expansion, really tapping into what it means to you, what love means to you. I'm not talking about, I heard like true love, but love to you, love with yourself. Because when you know that and you realize that and you feel it, then you can show it with others and you'll know what it means. I feel like some of you were, oh my gosh, we even have a heart on her chest. Look at this. Do you see that? That's a heart. I can't make this stuff up. I feel like some of you have had or may have experienced difficulty with allowing your heart, perhaps because of past trauma, to open up, to heal, and to really feel or receive love from others. Because I'm having some, Aries got this too about receiving. So some of you may have difficulty receiving love or allowing others back, allowing others in to your heart space. In other words, allowing yourself to be emotionally vulnerable, to really open that heart and to allow people in, to really see you. Because again, Aries it's a very unique person. You're being asked here to really engage in your uniqueness. We have vast vistas, expand your horizons. Look at this, 9th house energy. There are no zodiac signs attached. Some of you will be traveling. Some of you are maybe thinking of moving, relocating, or simply learning more, expanding. Right now we have Mars in retrograde. Check out where Mars is retrograding in your house, because in your natal chart, because it's in Gemini right now, which is also a very curious sign. It's Geminis love to travel, love to learn, love to collect information, and love to learn about a lot of different things. And so some of you are being called. Again, there's a focus here on travel, whether it's travel through your knowledge, through education and expansion up here, or physical travel, or a combination of both. We have, I need cameras here so you guys know that, like, I don't select these, they just come out. Traveling lightly, simplify your life. Look at this. Again, a lot of Ninth house, Sagittarius energy. Maybe your Mars is in the ninth house or in Sag. Some of you are about to travel. I feel like this too could metaphorically indicate a journey. You're about to start something new. A brand new journey, a brand new leash. Why did I say leash? A brand new lease on life. Some of you are going to be simplifying a lot. When you go through spiritual awakenings, you find that a lot of people start becoming and leaning more, and I'm using this word broadly, more towards minimalism. I don't mean, just having a rug and that's it. That serves as your bed, your couch, and everything. No, I simply, when I denote that, I mean you start doing away with things that no longer resonate, that don't align with you. And it's not even the object itself or having those, the amount of things. It's almost like you want space, you want breathing room. Many folks that I've talked to and that I've worked with, when they experience that type of spiritual growth or awakening, it's almost like the less you have, the more freer you feel. And some of you may be wanting that energy. Freedom and independence may be very important to you. Again, a lot of Aries energy too. Aries is a super independent energy. I can't look at this. There's a huge focus on travel. Okay, let's continue going. I can already tell your reading may be a little bit longer. We're going to take a look to see what else you need to know at this time. What else does the universe want my Leos to know, please, for the month of November? You guys are getting so many cards. This is so weird. I think it may be the air signs or the waters. I had to pull teeth, literally, to get a card out. Oh, you got the same card as Aries. This was the card I was talking about. You got two of the same cards. Practice acceptance, 12. The heart wants to give and do it all, but everyone has limitations. Accept help when needed. Not everything is being asked of you. I feel like this has to do with receiving as well. The heart wants to give and do it all, but everyone has limitations. This is about vulnerability, reaching out and asking people for help, whether it's space to hear you, to talk to you, to really get to know who you are. Some of you, I feel, may have been working on your heart chakra for a long time, may have experienced as of late or recently trauma or wounding or repressed memories coming up, because your heart is being highlighted a lot. And I feel like there's an extra sensitivity around it. We also have Get Up, 41. No matter how far we have fallen, we must try again. All is not lost until we give up. So again, I know with Aries, there was a lot of challenges and obstacles that they were dealing with or dealt with in the past. And so in the same vein, again, some of you may have dealt with things that really has crushed you literally within your heart and that closed it up. And some of you are just feeling that right now, feeling that opening. Oh, that's going to be coming in November. We have 42. Practice self-care. Serve others, but don't neglect your own needs. You can't give what you don't already have. Replenish your cup. Attend to yourself. This speaks to self-love. Boundaries as well. Some of you, it's going to be really important to set boundaries, especially after these activations. By these, I get Pleiades, but I also get other beings, other intergalactic starseeds. Some of you are going to need a lot of rest, because this type of any spiritual awakening and ascension as you go up, right? Spiritual upgrades, you need a lot of rest and integration. It could be taxing on the body. For those that are pretty new to the awakening process, you may have already experienced this, or those that have been in this for a while, you know that ascension symptoms vary, but it could mess with your sleep, your eating, your mood. You may get headaches and physical symptoms, backaches, pains, because a lot of this is being released and also being acknowledged, things that you are being made aware of, grief, traumas, things to release and transmute. So there's a really strong focus here to prioritize self-care, and that's going to mean boundaries. You may need to, some of you have difficulty with boundaries. I can sense it. Some of you are going to literally have to make yourself unavailable. You're going to know pretty quickly who supports you and who doesn't when you set boundaries, because boundaries are really a definition of your love of self, right? And it's about protecting your own space, your own needs, your own wants, your own energy. So you may need to let people know, hey, I'm going on a trip, staycation, literally, metaphorically speaking, and I need some time away or whatever, so that you can rejuvenate. Because I feel like we got bunnies down here. Bunnies speak of abundance, blessings. So I feel like the rest is going to allow you to receive. Again, something about receiving here. Some of you may have difficulty resting. Finally, we have 11. And right now, at the time of this taping, it's 11:11. Clarify your desire. Be clear about what you want. Do not ask out of lack, but from the deepest joy in your heart. Talk about synchronicities. Again, at the bottom of this Work Your Light Oracle, it says, tune into the portal of your heart. You're really being called at this time to get quiet. Perhaps that's why the boundaries are needed, so you can have some time to introspect and to be with yourself, right? To be with yourself, to really tune into yourself and ask yourself, what do I want? What do I truly want? Because that's where you're going to feel and get the answers. Okay, we're going to tap into some tarot to see what other messages the universe has for you. What else would the universe like my Leos to know, please? Okay. Bottom of the deck. We got Four of Wands, fire energy, celebration, success, victory. We got Aquarius, star card, healing, dreams, hopes. Also about manifesting, 10 of discs. Earth, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Again, this speaks to clarifying your desires. I feel like many of you, this is what you want. You desire true happiness, contentment, stability, emotional and physical security, even though we don't have cup energies, water. I feel like you want it all. The house, happiness, joy. There's a family there eating. If you can see closely, some of you want like the White House with the dog and the 1.5 kids, and I'm using this metaphorically speaking, you guys. This is like your dream life, but you got to clarify what that dream means for you, no one else. That's why it's really important to connect to your heart. I really suggest at this point to do heart chakra meditation. Some of you may benefit from seeing an energy healer to perhaps balance your chakras, but also perform heart-related energy healing or Reiki. I'm getting past life regression with you guys too. There's something about some traumas. It could be past life or from this lifetime to work on. And again, there's a lot of free content on YouTube with past life regressions and hypnotherapy. But again, you can add so many and expand to and with other modalities. A lot of stars, a lot of focus on the stars, celestial bodies for you all in November. Strong integration here of star seeds. So again, this is speaking to really getting clear on your desires, what you want to manifest, because they're going to happen pretty like poof. I'm getting poof quickly, but you gotta really tap into this, right? You gotta be very clear about what it is that you want. The only way you're going to know it is not by looking outside of yourself. It's all going to be here and how you feel. Okay, we're going to take a look at some shadow aspects and see and see what you need to be aware of in November and what you need to release. What do my Leos need to be aware of or release, please, in November? Okay. We have Masquerade, 15. This is something about secrecy or being hidden. Because usually in a masquerade ball or dance, you're concealing something. So I feel like some of you may be denying who you are, or maybe fearful of stepping into the person, the soul that you really are. There's a fear of really going after what it is that you want. And I feel like an aspect that's coming up, it's like to stop denying it. There's also too almost like a duplicitous nature, and I'm not saying that in a negative way. You could be presenting yourself in one way to people or to the world, and in another way perhaps internally in your home or to those closest around you in your bubble, presenting yourself in another way. I feel like there's some type of self-deception. Let's take a look. What I can't have forever, I will have for a minute. What I can't have for a minute, I will hold to me for 1 second. Under the guise of Cupid, I will come to you. Under the guise of a thief, I will fly away. There is often guilt in taking the mask of Don Juan or Dona Juana. The seducer is not a master of love, neither of manipulation. He is the master of the ephemeral, of what is fleeting and brief and transient to the extreme. He is a master of the moment, and as such, he forgot all other kinds of eternity. There is guilt if you care, because you are not building. There is guilt out of loss, because you are not treasuring. There's guilt out of indifference, because when you don't care, you cheat yourself of meaning and value. Sometimes there is guilt in the selflessness, in the desire itself, and everything leading to pleasure, as if the only pleasure that can be sacred are only those labeled as such. The masquerade is a dance. It is a road that goes in circles and ebbs and flows, and always ends with the first light. Before the time comes, hold it tightly. When the time comes, let it go. There's a feeling here of loss too. It's almost like control, wanting to control certain aspects of your life or situations. And you could have difficulty literally going with the flow. Aries had a card about dancing to the rhythm of life. I don't know why there's a strong connection between you and Aries. This is about releasing control and allowing essentially life to unfold. I strongly keep receiving the message though of allowing yourself to unfold into who you are and not being afraid, which is why it's important to connect to your heart, because I feel like some of you hide certain aspects of yourself because of fear of being judged, fear of perhaps rejection, fear of abandonment. You feel like if you show your true self, your true colors, people won't like you for who you really are. But that just answers the question, because if people don't like you for who you really are, then they were never meant to be in your life. They were teaching you something. They were unveiling for you and trying to provoke in you the truth. Because when you stand in your truth and you are, holding power for yourself, you don't allow anyone to take that power from you. That's when you are able to shine your light brightly and to be of service and to assist others. You got to be comfortable with who you are, no matter what. Even if people leave you, that means that those people were never yours. And I'm not saying that in a possessive way, but they were never meant to be in your life, in your sphere, in your bubble. You're going to know pretty quickly when you show who you truly are. Because if you feel like you have to act yourself around certain people so that they like you, more than likely those people aren't for you. They're not meant to stay in your life. They're teaching you something. Wow, that's a lot. We're going to grab some little oracles. These are the Shadow Work Oracle deck. I got this on Etsy. I should link it because some people may like it. I don't work with this person. I just love the decks. So we're going to see if there's any other shadow traits that you should be aware of or release for November. Okay, got one card. Arrogant. If you're insecure or fear rejection, this behavior surfaces. Work on accepting your true self and give yourself love as you are needing it. This kind of could pretty much sum up what I've said. You got here, practice acceptance. So again, you know, a shadow aspect of Leos can be arrogance as well. Ego-driven too, because you are ruled by the sun. So that's something to watch out for. If you feel, again, this is about fear of rejection or insecurity, and this is about loving yourself first. Again, all tied to the heart. Some of you are just starting or have been on a self-love journey and learning to appreciate who you are, to value who you are, to love yourself. Because I'm going to say it, you cannot truly love another human being until you love yourself, perhaps in that capacity that you want. I feel like many of you are getting comfortable with this, learning what it means, feeling what it means, sensing it. This is going to really expand your energy, your life. Okay, we are wrapping up. We got 2 more cards, oracle decks, I should say, and we're going to close out and see what other messages the universe wants you to know for November. What else do my Leos need to know, please, for November? Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have acceptance. What's hidden from you? I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. Ooh, this is almost like an excerpt from the Serenity Prayer. So a part of the Serenity Prayer is, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to accept the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. We got gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. I feel like this is also speaking to the blessings, to the beautiful things that are coming for you. This is also about connecting to your heart. Because when you connect to your, when you actually express gratitude and appreciation, a lot of it comes from your heart of love. Some of you may be called to start a gratitude practice because this is another way to continue cultivating and developing love of self, but also an appreciation for all that you already have in your life, because it's going to attract and bring in more. This also helps expand your heart space. Let's see what final messages the archangels have for you. What other messages, please, do the archangels have for my Leos? Thank you. Okay, we have cherubim. Cherubim. These are angels. I know there are multiple angels. I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce it. Cherubim. Look to the stars. Accept keys and codes of stellar wisdom. I knew it. Look at this. Like I said before, you're getting a lot of wisdom, information from intergalactic beings, and I feel others. These are angels. Little angels too. You see that? This is really beautiful energy. Some of you may have, again, trouble accepting and receiving. Look to the stars. Stellar wisdom. This speaks to me of the stellar gateway chakra. Archangel Metatron, even though we don't have an archangel here, that may mean something to you. Look at this. You've got a lot of stars, a lot of, like I said earlier, some of you may literally be called, may be feeling drawn to look up while you're outside. You may be feeling like close resonance and connection whenever you're out. What a beautiful, I feel, a powerful reading. My Leos, I hope this has resonated with someone. I hope this has helped. If it has, comment down below. I reply to every comment, and I'd love to get to know you. If this in any way has helped you, I would love it if you could help support me and my channel, please. Like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share it so that others may see it as well. Otherwise, I'm wishing you a beautiful November, and I will see you soon. Take care.